My name is Carol Fote. I chair the Logan Tabernacle Interfaith Events Committee. And as a part of the interviews I've been doing with the Cache Community Connections and the people who originally found that committee, I want to welcome another one of the original founders today, Saeed Ghabayen.
Thank you for having me. I was born in Gaza, Palestine, part of the Middle East. I came to Logan as for an education. I'm a Fulbright scholar. So I came to Logan in 2000 to do my PhD in water resources engineering. So I came with my family. At that time, we have 4 kids. Well, I choose Logan because, because of the school here. The USU was kind of having a good program in water resources, the specialization that we need in our country. The first year we were here and September 11 happened. I was living in one of the USU housing in that morning, and I was getting ready to go to my office about like a little before 8. Then my neighbor was knocking my door. He was serving in the army, a young man and his wife. So we had a good relationship as neighbors. And he was knocking my door. I opened the door, Matt was on the door and he was crying. And he asked me, like, did you see what happened? What happened? He said, come on. So he took me to his apartment, and the TV screen was changing between the towers and the Pentagon and, the other sites. And too much of, action was going on. I said, who did that? He said, I don't know. I saw all these pictures and I imagined, or in my mind, who could do that? We didn't know yet. But I couldn't imagine this, especially when we saw together those towers are, crumbling down, and we imagined how many people were there. And when we saw those, flights, airplanes going from one place to another, then they hit. So I couldn't imagine, that belongs to any religion even. And you tell them this, you label this religion or this faith as those who's done it.
Right.
Then you can imagine the fear, the anxiety, the confusion. But the action, the quick action came from different organizations, especially the police department, the university president, and the city of Logan, because they are worried because so many accidents were like happening in different parts of the country, like labeling people as, the enemies here.
Mm-hmm.
So they were trying here to keep the community together or think straight. But luckily, our community were all together. There was too much of the support from, as I said, from the, different organizations here, including the police department and the university community trying to protect their students. And they contacted us, and I was as a president of Logan Islamic Center at that time. So I was the main point of contact. this action, even it happens from like Muslim community or Muslim members or Christian members, there are so many things happen similar. For example, Oklahoma Tower before that. So it shouldn't be related to any religion or to any community. There shouldn't be kind of a mass punishment just because you are so or you are so. You shouldn't target anyone because of he's a Muslim or he belongs to the same faith as the perpetrators. There was only one very, very small incident happened in one of the stores here in the valley, that one of the women were wearing a scarf and as a religion, dress.
Yes.
And she was told by the cashier, we will not serve you. Go back.
Uh-huh.
We know in different cities, people attacked the Islamic centers. So we advised somehow all our community members at that time not to go out, until things are, safe.
So then I know the mayor at that time, Doug Thompson, he wanted to do something to make the community feel secure. Everybody, they want that they were safe, and that they could work together to be together. So he called a meeting, and that was you were at that first meeting, weren't you? I believe. And then they had a service, an interfaith service at the Eccles. What did you want the people then and now? What did you feel was most important for people to understand, people that were non-Muslim?
It wasn't easy for me to speak there, but we got the chance to, to contribute here. The main theme was this action is condemned by all the religions.
Mm-hmm.
You kill 3,000 civilians without, they just suddenly knew that they are dying. This is not Islam. This is the message I want people to understand. So don't look at each Muslim in this community and point at him or at her saying these are the terrorists. This is different from religion. The terrorism has no label or has no religion. Like, for example, we have so many Muslims killed in that event.
Mm-hmm.
We have our religion exactly says only fight when you have to fight to defend your country, to defend your religion, to defend your family, to defend your house, to defend your country, like what our servicemen are doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing allowed.
Now you live and work here, and your wife works here as well.
Yes.
And what about your family? Do you still have children at home?
Well, we have 7 in total kids. All of my kids attended, the elder ones attended USU. My elder one is doing now she's in a medical school in Salt Lake. The second one, she graduated from USU as mechanical engineer. And the third one is about to graduate also from USU. The youngest one came like after 10 years of break. It's not planned, but it's
But you'll
good.
keep him, huh?
It's a blessing.
Yeah. So, Saeed, you were one of the original founders of the Cash Community Connections, also known as CCC. What did you see that would be a benefit that would come out of that?
We needed something, to keep the community together. The idea came from the mayor, Doug Thompson. We are not a big community here as Logan Islamic Center, but we were the focus. Everybody wanted people to understand the truth
Sure.
somehow and to keep the community safe. So it was a good idea, a great idea. And this immediately, like when I went to that, the first meeting, there were 10 or 12 members there.
Mhm.
And that's when they started the Cash Community Connections. They just wanted everybody to meet and share ideas on how to keep, the community together and to understand each other. There was members from almost every faith in the valley, and we were part of that because we felt it's very necessary to address the community members or on that event. And how do we see it? How do we want people to understand each other and to keep us, to keep everybody safe, not even the. So from there, I think the CCC decided that we can keep going, meet regularly. After September 11th,
Mhm.
I think the focus was on the Islamic community. If they feel any threats or if they have any problems or if they face any discrimination, people here were meeting to help, to address these kind of issues.
And I think before 9/11, there really hadn't been any interfaith events.
No. Yeah.
So that was a good thing that came out of that day with loaves and fishes. That's still going today. The our committee, Logan Tabernacle Interfaith Events Committee, and we've worked with sponsoring the summer programs here, that where we have concerts every day for free. We've worked with the university. The music department up there has been amazing. It really did help pull the community together and make Logan stand out from a lot of other communities.
They
That's
had
good.
they also had the initiative of like visiting each other.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So like every church or faith or center invite at certain time, a month, invite other people to come and visit.
Which didn't happen before 9/11.
No, it didn't. I mean, CCC or interfaith wasn't it wasn't known before, as you
Right.
said.
Well, I'm glad that you were here then, because I think that you certainly helped people better understand. Like you said, you can't label what one group does just because they're a certain religion. You can't label all people in that religion as the bad guys. I'm glad that you were a part of CCC. And again, I appreciate what you've had to say today, and you help educate us. So thank you.
You're welcome.